Time to cook these beauties. Cep Berlitz, porcini, very tasty. So I've got a couple of eggs ready to go. I've got olive oil and butter, and so I'm just going to turn that one on, put that one there, and then if we bring our attention around here, I'm going to slice this into quite thick, delicious rings. Maybe that one a bit thinner. This one I'm gonna eat it like that, and then this one I think I shall. Wow! When we look at that, they are incredible. Now the thing is about these, there's one of them that looks very similar, and it's not an edible, but it won't kill you, and it tastes bitter when you taste it. And so these ones, there's hardly any taste, but there's a creamy taste to it. There's a nice crisp texture, a creamy taste, and so then when you add the olive oil and the butter, salted butter, then that's when you get the beautiful taste going down. So I put them in here rather than in a frying pan to contain the spitting, because I'm going to cook them on a high heat. So you can see what's going on there. And they shouldn't take too long at all. All we want to do, we want to get them brown on the outside like toast, and that way you've got just a slight burning of the butter on the outside. You can see how beautiful and crispy they are. They're not like a mushroom. They're not, you know, soggy and soft. I've got this mushroom here. This is a parasol, and it's not a shaggy, because you see it's not shaggy on the top. But that one is a very tasty mushroom, very mushroomy. But I'll save that for another day, because there's already a lot here. And you can see they're starting to get a little bit brown, so it's happening already. And the eggs are coming on kind of nicely, so I'm just going to warm up a plate. Yeah, open the window, it's getting a little bit pongy and burnt, but what an exquisite mushroom these are. And I'm just wondering now whether I should pop a little bit more butter in there. Yeah, you have a look at that while I get the butter. It's coming on fine, huh? I think I will just get a little bit more butter. So I put this much in before, so I'm only going to put another noggin like that in. See how we go with that. Yeah, there's my frazzle. Eggs almost done. They are almost done as well. And so I think within about 1 minute we're ready to go. Super duper. Yeah, they're browning beautiful. Keep them turned over so we get a nice even browning. So for any of you that love to go hunting fungi, now's the time. And these, because they're so easy to identify, and even if you do mistake them for another one which is very similar, the very similar one isn't poisonous. And so there are a few variety of these which are pretty toxic, but they're easily discernible from this one. And like, you know, all things, you just got to be careful what you eat, and you got to know, you got to be sure. You don't want to be getting it wrong. And there's one particular variety of this one which is given to being red, and then when you cut the flesh open, then it goes blue or red or something like this. And there's one that's dead similar, which is an edible one, and the only difference is the smell. And so if you've not got a great sense of smell like me, then probably best leave that one alone. Right, you can't see that much because there's a whole lot of steam going on. But the eggs are super duper. My plate's warmed up. And we're almost ready to go. Yeah, a little bit more brown, because when they're brown, they've got a nice crisp texture to them on the outside. So it's like toast, it's crisp and creamy and salty on the outside, and you bite into the firm but softer flesh on the inside. So you can see here, we've got quite a bit of goldening, which is already happening. And it's just like scrambled egg, really. They are really superb. You might want to add a bit of salt. And so, yeah, I'm going a bit crisper. I'm going a bit crisper. It's all going to be worthwhile. Now, the eggs, you see them? They're still nice and soft, so they're going to be perfect. And you can see the yellow olive oil dripping off those. Look at that. Oh, look at that golden nectar. Superb. Let's come back down here. How are we doing? I think we're doing pretty good. Now, you see what's happened is there's too much oil, so I'm going to take this oil out. Look at that. See that oil? Well, that's butter probably. It's water and butter, but it's mostly like it's probably oil and butter. And so take that away, and they will brown much quicker. So I only need them in there for like a minute, and then they'll be nice and brown. And then we've got all those beautiful juices all over there, all that healthy stuff, tasty, Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright. Ready to go. So just gonna slide those eggs onto there. Don't they look beautiful? Turn the heat off. Yeah, they're ready to go. Right. Looky what we got here. Isn't that something? Okay, so fork. Break the egg. I think a little bit of salt. Maybe even a bit of black pepper wouldn't go amiss. So put that salt on there. Let's try again. Wow. You know, it's just beautiful if you can find these wonderful alien type creatures in a beautiful heaven on earth like these national parks that I go to. When you find fungi or liberty caps in these places, you know there's a superb energy which goes to them. So the mushroom tastes like egg white. Get a bit of egg white comparison. Come. And so, what a beautiful and nutritious start of the day. Doesn't that look beautiful? How many of you would actually bother? How many of you would still be afraid, even if you went out with somebody that knew what they were doing and ate a batch of it in front of you? Would you want to try it? Would you get off on that? Or, you know, there's some people, unless it's, you know, come from Tesco, they're not interested. Not interested in anything unless it's got the Tesco label on it. But these have got a cosmic label on them. Not been touched by man, not been messed around with. Come from a terrain which hasn't even been farmed or ploughed or anything in probably 1,000 years, most certainly hundreds of years. Probably in actual fact never, because, you know, these mushrooms are found high on a high ground, and there's plenty of other land all around, flat, to till and irrigate, and so why would you bother? So it probably never been farmed at all. So the ground is just natural. It's just what it's being created to be. Anyway, wonderful. The next one I'm very desirous to come upon is another puffball, because the puffballs taste even better than these. They are incredible. They have a spongy texture, not as firm as these. And when you brown them on the outside, then they're crispy on the outside, and then they're succulent and soft. It's wow, and they're all juicy, and it's like amazing, really amazing, people. And with the puffballs, you can't go wrong. There's nothing else like it. It's poisonous. And so you see these big puffballs like this, grab them up, wash them on the outside. Don't peel or anything like that. As long as they're beautiful and white inside, they're ready to go. Slice them up, bang them in the toaster or in the frying pan. And then you'll have quite an exquisite little meal. Catch you later.